forming chemical bonds. Every time you break a chemical bond, you release energy. That's exergonic. Every time you form a chemical bond, you have to add energy. That's endergonic. Okay, that's a type of work. You can transfer the energy from one compound to another. That's chemical work. Transport work is moving things, moving ions in particular, and molecules. These are moving things against their concentration gradient, right? Diffusion would say that molecules will move from an area of high concentration to low concentration. If you want to oppose that, you have to add energy. So what that is really saying is that diffusion is exergonic. Active transport, moving them back or putting them back in a concentrated state, is endergonic. That requires an input. So diffusion releases energy, active transport requires energy. And that's true for whether you're moving ions or molecules or larger proteins or whatever. And again, like I said, we use it to make a concentration gradient. So we can have what a concentration gradient is, right, is the cell membrane is impermeable to anything that has a charge. So ions can't move across the cell membrane. So if I take ions and I start pumping them out here like this, I'm going to build up a high concentration over here and a low concentration over here if I keep pumping them up that way. They can't come back down, right? Because they can't pass through the phosphorylated bilayer. To let them come back down, I could do that, but I would have to put in a little channel in here that they could diffuse through. And we have those for any ion that moves across a membrane. We have channels that are specific for it to move across. So we need energy to do this, to establish this gradient. So the other thing that should tell you then is that this gradient represents stored energy, right? If I add energy to move these molecules, you can't destroy energy, right? It doesn't go away. It's stored now in this concentration gradient. And that'll be important here in a little bit when we do some cellular respiration, this idea of concentration gradients being a form of potential energy. And mechanical work is this large scale kind of work. Muscles contracting, organelles being moved around within the cell, vesicles being transported from neuron cell bodies all the way down to axon terminals. All of those things are larger scale kind of work. So transport work here is across a cell membrane. This